So Junior, why do we have to tear the seat halfway apart to get it off?
Because the latch is broke.
Yep. So that's something else we're going to focus on today. We're going to try and come up with a way to get this latch working. So currently we got some pop panels and some warping back here because, well, it's Chinese, of course. So we're going to go ahead and hook the cable up to this. Probably drill a little hole over here with the cable hanging out of it with a loop that we can pull and release the seat. We tried this before with a wire running through here. It got pinched. It broke. Got some broken tabs, so we'll clean this up with some isopropyl, put some packing tape over it. Hopefully that holds it together. It's supposed to have a nice little cargo box, but we didn't get that. Junior's about got the seat off, and then we're going to go ahead and start popping the headlight bezel off. Perfect. The never-ending search for tools. Can we ever have every tool we need when we need it?
No, usually. Because I'm stupid.
What did you just call that?
A little mustache.
It's little mustache. It looks more like a little top hat to me, like a little Mario hat, Bill.
Ah, yeah.
That'll have to be cut out.
Mustache. Up.
You've gotten really good at taking that off, Junior. It's like you've done it a few times.
Some of it is on the next show.
Well, that's a little dark. There we go. What we haven't mentioned yet is that the first time Junior started into this, he was going to strip every single body panel off of it. We're going to go a little less aggressive this time. Just pull what we need.
Why you gotta bust me like that?
Because it's my job. Ooh, Peter's still messaging me. Chatting about Susie's tune with my hired hand tuner.
I'm going to turn some music on.
Are they paired like OEM? Do I have my injectors paired like OEM, Junior?
No.
It's a carb bike. Susie's a carburetor bike.
Adding LED fucking strip lights to a moped for Alex.
Oh shit! Ooh,
that'll match the Buza then.
Alright guys, so the first thing we need to do, we are going to go ahead and get the switch installed. I want to put the switch, Junior, I'm thinking up here.
Okay.
That way it's out of the way of everything sitting in here. And it should be really easy for us to drill a hole, because it's right there.
I might have to move this horn though.
Yeah, we can always go over here instead and do it on the left side.
Yeah, she puts everything on the right.
Yeah. So we'll drill a hole to match the switch, which is over there. Get a drill bit, we'll get that drilled out on that right hand side.
Here-ish?
Yep. Here-ish, there-ish. Preferably as far that way as you can.
As far this way as I can?
As far towards the back as you can, towards the bike. Yeah, it'll work. Don't need to be perfect, it's Chinese. Well, that was quick.
No, that ain't the right side.
Hey, look at that. It's actually in a good place. We now have a hole. Yeah, it's gonna have to be ringed up a bit. We ain't got the right bit. Someone's gonna get the copyright infringement. We're gonna get Junior an earbud here. He wants some music, but he's not thinking about the fact that that is copyright infringement. Junior found my stepper bit that everyone knows all about and how it doesn't really drill anymore.
It's doing just fine for this.
Wait till you hit the next step. through the next step.
Damn, almost.
Almost.
I'm trying not to get it too big.
Stop. You're pretty close to the next step. Look at that. He got it. Now comes the fun part. Junior's got 6 lights, 2 connections each, 12 wires to solder up. He hadn't done a lot of soldering. He taught himself playing with a whole bunch of loose speaker wire I had laying around, so at least he soldered on this exact wire before. And I have some good solder for him to work with, so we'll go ahead and get those connected as soon as he can locate the soldering iron. Junior's having a ball over here, soldering up connections. Great fun to do when you're colorblind.
Burning myself.
Burning himself. But we're getting them all soldered up and heat shrinked. We're doing the tracer wire to ground. Red's just gonna be the live wire. So I got 1 done, he's got 1 done. 4 to go. Get all them buttoned up. Almost 2 done. Flying now that you figured it out, huh? Get all these soldered up and we'll start cleaning up locations to mount them. We'll run the wires out up here to the battery, add an inline fuse, run everything up to the switch. Alright guys, and Mr. Plumber's Crack over here
Oh, can't.
has got all of these done. We're going to go ahead and test them all on a battery and make sure that they all light and all the connections are in the right polarity. And then we'll go ahead and mount them all on the unit. We're going to go ahead and mount them up. Gotta look. We got a tub that sits in here. I still think I want to do 1 down the center, 1 crosswise here, cut down short, 2 full length on the bottom, and 2 full length tucked in inside of here. Will probably supply the best lighting. So Junior's gonna go ahead and get all this stripped and sacrifice his teeth because he's dumb. Ty broke 3 teeth, so I wouldn't suggest that.
My teeth are stronger than yours.
You have a lighter. That'll work too.
You know,
And we're gonna
light you on fire.
We're gonna get all these tested, and once we confirm that, we'll prep all the surfaces with isopropyl and get them mounted. In the meantime, I'm over here chatting with Peter, and I have 1 and 4 sharing an injector firing sequence, and 2 and 3. He just suggested 1 and 3, and 2 and 4 share. So we're basically just gonna invert the center 2, right? Yeah, we're gonna invert the center 2. So I'm gonna reach my scrawny hand in here and try and switch those 2 injector plugs, and we'll switch back to sequential and see if she wants to run like that. Alright, well that was interesting considering I purposely made this loom so I couldn't plug them into the wrong spots. I had to cut a couple zip ties, open up a little bit of conduit, but I have 1, 3, 2, 4. It's inverted in the middle, which would mean nothing. God damn it. That don't work. Alright, so Junior's got the isopropyl in a paper towel. He's going to go around to all the points where we're going to mount the lights. He's going to clean them up, mount the lights. That's pretty simple as far as it goes.
I can still screw it up.
I'm sure he can. So,
Really? You're supposed to go, Junior.
so he's going to clean up a line in here. We'll mount one in here. See that? So, along
Right
here.
there along the ridges.
He'll clean up a ridge and we'll mount it in there. Running the wires back towards the back of the bike.
Nah, I figured I'd run them toward the
Because
front.
then we're going to run them up here
You're still
into
recording.
all this. Yes.
I figured
We'll
I'd
run them up here into all this and we'll cluster them together and take them to the switch. Alright guys, so Junior got a phone call. So he has got a strip in here. We need to route this wire up and around instead of straight through, but we'll get that done. And a strip over here. I've gone ahead and cleaned up. And I've got a strip here and a strip on that side, both coming to the front, up. And then I put them in some holes and siliconed them. Then they run up behind the plastics, and we all come together up here. Now we just got to do the 2 under the back, and we'll go ahead and get to wiring this. Alright, so Junior is going to add some wire to this rear light. We only did 1 LED strip under the tail. We really couldn't find any more space for any other. and it looks okay there. But we don't have enough length on the wire, so we got to go ahead and, dang, backlighting. We got to go ahead and add some length to that so we can run it through the battery box up and follow it along with all the others. Once we get them all together, we'll connect all the negatives together, throw an eyelet on them, and we're going to connect that to ground. We need to do a ground wire from the LED on the switch to ground anyway, and then go ahead and supply power all the way up. If you've ever soldered before, this makes complete sense. But he's burning his boot.
No, I'm not.
I'm surprised.
I was burning my hand. Thank you.
Anyway, last connection's made right there. So you can go ahead and clean that up.
Oh no.
Heat shrink it.
Oh no. It's not done now.
Why?
Forgot to put the heat shrink on it. Shut up, you little bastard.
Bast? Well, I can live with bast.
Trying to keep it removed.
Anyway, while he was doing that, I went ahead and got myself a eyelet put on a inline fuse holder. We're gonna go ahead and make this loop around and go through the front here, and it'll come up. It's way overkill, but it's what I got. It's got a little 5-amp fuse in it. I wish I had a 2.5. I don't. I'm gonna drill that hole now as soon as he gets done soldering. I missed the comment. What was the comment?
You said it's $1,000 moped, and we just chopped it up. No, it's a $104,000 moped with all these lights on it. Because each one of these lights add 10 or 15 horse.
I think it would have to add like 20. Anyway, did you get that routed?
Yep.
Sweet. We got all 5 wires leading up there. We got to add to that positive and get that routed. I have gone ahead and made a ghetto fix for our bad latch. It works. That's all that matters. It's not pretty. At least I made it out of blue wire. So let's go ahead and get the positive pulled. Alright, so this wire doesn't solder out so nice, the silicone we're going to use. So I'm going to have Junior strip it back, clean it up, and we're going to do a mechanical connection. Just uninsulated shrink.
I just wanted you to hold the wire.
Oh.
Hold the wire.
Then we'll heat shrink it. Good Lord. Strip enough, did you?
I've been a good stripper.
We'll route it up there. We'll go ahead and run a blade from that to supply, so the wire closest to the front.
Colored or not? Colored or non-insulated?
What? Crimp?
Yeah.
You know, I really don't care. It is so cheap. If you can do it with a normal butt connector, do it with a normal butt connector. We got this Harbor Freight special kit over here we used.
Hey, this Harbor Freight kit is amazing. I carried this on semis.
I don't think that has many butt connectors in it.
This one.
It's going to be yellow, probably. I don't think we have any yellows.
We do either, but we're going to try this blue one.
I bet it don't fit.
That's what she said. Hold on, let me spit on it.
That's 10 gauge, I think.
Oh, look.
10 or 12.
It fits.
Okay. If it fits, it fits. Crimp that freaking thing.
Oh, not in my pocket. Where'd it go? I just fucked.
Looking for the freaking fancy crimping pliers. Then I had a smart attack and busted a drill bit. RIP 3/16. But yeah, we can get that power run up there. We'll zip tighten a few spots to keep it out of the way. I'll grab you the zip ties since this is your installation, Junior. Come over here and grab you the zip ties. Another Harbor Freight special. How's that going on there for you? Yeah, that's 1 gauge step bigger, just so you know.
It was going on there. I said too much. Fucking allergies. Stick out.
You can't make fun of the Rona on YouTube.
Fucking watch me. I make fun of a lot of things I shouldn't make fun of. I'm not gonna get started on that on YouTube, but hey.
So, speaking of politics and the world today, something I really need to touch on. If you guys haven't heard from other YouTube channels, the RPM Act is a necessity to keep our industry going. Not just this, because I'm not making money with this, but the RPM Act is critical in keeping racing in existence. It is there strictly to protect us from the EPA, who has determined that we can no longer take a street legal vehicle, make it a non-street use race application. That makes Susie illegal. That makes what we're doing to this moped illegal. That makes the booza illegal. Makes my truck illegal. Hell, it even makes his little frickin' escort illegal for what we've done to him. The modifications we've made to these vehicles are illegal according to the EPA's new standards. So, if you haven't already, jump on the SEMA website and go ahead and get signed on to that petition. Tell your local senator to please support the RPM Act, and let's get this thing passed, guys.
Why? Why? Go in your home. This is your new home. Cooperate.
You still have to get the crimp through there.
I'm gonna smack you. You ever been salted by a ginger? I ain't even gonna answer that because yes, you have.
I don't even know what you're gonna ask, but I
Have
don't
you ever
want
been
to.
assaulted by a ginger? Yes, this ginger actually. In Fleet Farm.
Yep.
Last Christmas. Or Christmas before last.
All right.
Is that the last wire I gotta run through this spot?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yep, we're down to our last 1, 2, 3 connections.
So I ain't taking these bolts.
All right, and Junior's going in and stripping all the grounds. We're going to get those run to a chassis ground, and we're going to also add an eyelet ground for the LED on the switch. Did your knuckle just crack?
Yes.
Now slide the heat shrink up there and melt it. Yeah. Not even worried about the little LED. We ain't even gonna bother with it. Recording. Why did I stop recording?
Because you weren't thinking I was gonna do something dumb.
Right?
Did you learn your lesson?
How do I look?
Like a moon.
Like a mo.
That's better.
A little better. Throttle in a bottle. We got our NOS hat that I ordered strictly to get my Freedom 500 tickets for free, and I figured I could use a hat. We got our NOS shirt down there. And most importantly, we got our 1,000-pound spring for Susie.
Oh, you bitch.
What?
Nothing. I thought it was a roller gold. A roller nut.
Oh no, it's got a nut on it.
Yeah, I figured that out.
It's Chinese, they don't weld anything. If they can avoid it, they'll just throw a nut on the back.
I figured that out too.
He's talking about that little nut back there. I don't think you can see it.
What?
Yeah, a little nut right there. Junior got it all buttoned up. We got the last 2 connections made. They're real simple. Just let it be dark. Hit it. That actually looks pretty dang good.
Right.
It's a little light, a little bit not so bright in the back, but
It'll be fine.
it looks okay. Oh yeah. Now you just gotta put it all back together. Go for a ridey ride tonight.
Yes, sir. In the pig suit. So much nicer.
Sweet. Well, that's good. We got at least that fixed. We know the light works. So we got a few things we got to run and do, and we'll be back in the dark to get some shots of this thing scooting around. Yee. Oh, backlight. Backlight. Silhouette.
Great. Try to put my helmet on quick.
How far you want to ride?
Around the block.
Actually, it doesn't look too bad. It's really bright on camera, but it's more subtle in real life.
Oh, did we get... Oh, you put a hole! That's so much better!
You don't hardly have to pull it at all, just a little tug.
I'm probably more excited about the hole with the thing.
You can open the seat. We can put gas in it.
Without dismantling the scoot.
Now just don't try and turn the key, because if you turn the key past, it locks it all up. Polly!
Like a mouse.
Eat.
The Adventures of Scoot Scoot.
I gotta get